Hello, Gary Hernandez here, and welcome to Cane Self-Defense and Master Gary Hernandez. In this video, we're going to talk about using an improvised weapon, but we're not going to talk about how I dropped my cane or somebody took it away from me. Basically, that day you decided to take off without carrying your cane because it's going to rain. So we're going to put our cane down, and we're going to pull out a full-size umbrella. Now, I've shown many techniques before using an umbrella for self-defense. So I'm going to go over a couple quick ones, and I'm going to show you full-size umbrella as well as a smaller version, and even smaller than that. Now, one thing you got to remember about an umbrella, obviously, is it's not going to have the strength that your cane has. Now, they do make unbreakable umbrellas, such as this one here. Is a company in Germany a couple years ago sent this down to me as a gift for me to try to promote and sell. The only downfall is it's expensive. It was well over $100 for this, and a lot of people really don't want to pay that much for an umbrella, and I understand. You know, some people don't want to pay over $100-something for a cane they're going to use every day. But the umbrella is a really nice one. I'm going to kind of show it to you real quick. Now, this umbrella here, it's designed to be, they call it unbreakable, to where, and I used it to beat up a bag real bad, and it opened right up. I had a student, I put it between two chairs, one of our younger students that weighed about 115, 20 pounds, he stood on it. It bent a bit, but it opened back up, so it does work. One of the things I'm going to show you about an umbrella, especially if you have one that's kind of a push-button automatic, is the fact that if you see troubles coming, you happen to have it here, it's in your hand, all of a sudden someone starts to come at you, you just do this, and the next thing you know, you can pull something out of your pocket or out of your holster. So you can use the umbrella as it opens up, put it in their face. As you bring that down, you have another self-defense tool in your hand, whether it's a gun, knife, pepper spray, whatever. So you can use it to blind somebody. You can blind them with it and then kick them in the knee or something like that. Blind them with it. If they start to grab it to pull down, you can come up and over. So that's one of the techniques you can do real quick with it. Now, I told you this was an expensive umbrella, but you know what? You don't have to have an expensive umbrella. Now I'm going to put this one away, and I'm going to grab one that's from Target. And this right here is a $20 umbrella. It's a nice sturdy one. I do know they make umbrellas in many different sizes, shapes, strengths, and obviously prices. But this one here is a pretty sturdy umbrella. It's about 20 bucks. It's just a basic big umbrella. So some people may not want to have their cane that day, and they're going to walk with their umbrella. Now the umbrella itself here, this tip is a hard plastic. Some have a metal tip. Some even have rubber, so you can walk as though it was in a cane. So you're walking around instead of having your cane, you got your umbrella. Now, I'm going to show you a couple things you can do with this. Mr. Bob's going to give me a hand. Now, understand, this right here, again, I can open it up. When you open it up and you try to swing it, it's not going to swing very well. You're going to have problems with it. So the only thing that's good about opening it up, like I said, is to try to basically blind somebody for a brief second. So you really don't want to do that for self-defense unless that's the angle you're trying to work. What you want to do is basically use it exactly as though it was your cane, because they're basically about the same size. Now, this umbrella is not as strong as my cane, obviously, but it's going to last up to several good punches and strikes and allow me time to get away. Then I can always buy another $20 umbrella. So give me a hand to Mr. Bob. One of the simplest things to do is do everything you would with your cane. He starts to come in, I can two-hand bayonet strike. Put that hard plastic right into his solar plex, or I can catch him in the face with it. Now, the handle on this one is a hard plastic. Some canes do have a crook. Umbrellas do have a crook. Some are just kind of handles like this, or even a ball weight. And again, I can strike him in the face with that. I can do my two-handed rifle strike. So I can do the same thing. He throws a haymaker, I can block that and jam him in the face and come across and hit. He throws a straight punch, I can redirect it and then strike him. Now, because it's not strong as a cane, it may not hurt as much, but it's going to move his hands. So when he starts to punch like that, not only do I redirect by pushing it away, but remember, take your body also. Don't just trust that umbrella, because if he's bigger and stronger, he may blast through you. So you push yourself out of the way. Then you can either catch him in the ribs or catch him in the face, giving you time to either do something else or get away. Even if he threw a kick, I can block that and then strike him. So you can do the same thing. The only difference is the fact that when you go to swing it, there's going to be a difference in that. Because your cane is skinnier and solid. You need a little bit of room, sir? When you're swinging real fast, you have no problem, even with a heavier cane. The umbrellas, even though you got it kind of closed, it's got a little bit of wind drag here because of this. So when you're swinging it, it's still fast, but you can hear that wind drag. So it's going to be just a little slower than your regular cane, but when you hit it, it's still going to hurt a bit. So again, practice, do this. Especially if you happen to carry umbrellas or you live somewhere where you must have them. Take your cane and practice all your techniques that you would do, and whether it's bayonet strikes, whether it's rifle strikes, whether it's swings. Then take your umbrella and do the same thing. Bayonet strikes, rifle strikes, and swings. So whatever you do with this, do with this. That way you don't have to think twice, and you're used to a little bit of a size or it being a little slower. Now, what if you have to have a cane because you have to have it for mobility, but you're still going to carry an umbrella? You may want to carry a smaller one. So, some umbrellas are not very big. This one here has basically the small hook, and obviously it's too small to hook around someone's neck. And yeah, maybe I can kind of move some jointed areas, but I don't want to get caught up in there. So what I'm going to do is use it more like a small fighting stick. Okay, now Mr. Bob comes back again. Same thing, I can open it up, put it in his face, and then do something, because it opens up pretty decent. But if he throws that haymaker, I'm going to smack into that area and then smack him in the face. He throws that straight punch, I'm going to redirect it and smack him into the face and hit him. Again, remember what I talked about, strength. If you don't have the strength you had anymore, you're going to hit in the right spots. That also goes if you don't have something that's 100% solid as a wooden stick or a metal pipe, but you got something that's got a little bit of strength to it, but it's not as strong, then you need to strike in the right areas. So you're going to want to, as he comes in, come to this side, sir. As he throws that haymaker, I'm going to hit that wrist real quick. Now look where I'm at. I just tapped it. Well, I'm trying to hit it hard, but I don't want to hurt Mr. Bob. So as I hit it, it's not going to have that crushing effect that the cane does, but it's going to give me a second or two to smack him upside the face, or to hit him directly in the face. Where I want to strike him with something like this is I want to hit the soft tissue of the face to where I could cut into him, or I want to hit him in the ear, knock some of his equilibrium out. Or if I could catch him into the throat, make him where he's not going to be too keen to want to attack me, or I hit him directly into the nose area. So that's going to cause injury with a good solid umbrella. Now, if you've got a smaller one that's more compact, and you have your cane, and you have to have a cane, and you happen to have that smaller umbrella, you might have it in ladies in their purse, men may have it in a pocket, or you might have it in a backpack or something. If you happen to have your hands on it, this one's really small. But it also, because it's almost like if you roll up a magazine, and I'll be showing you how to use a magazine for self-defense. You'd be surprised what you can do with it. And I actually have another YouTube channel, and I have those on that channel. But I'm going to do some on this channel for improvised weapons. But even with this one here, he starts to throw that straight punch. I can simply push it away and then smack him with this solid bottom piece. Okay, I don't have a lot of hitting room here. I can jam it into his face, smash him into the face, hit him into the throat. If it's in my right hand, same thing. I can simply, my cane's on the floor, boom. Now understand, I will use my cane before I use the small umbrella. But if I can't lift this up and I have to rely on this, then I will strike with this. Anything's better than nothing, and if you practice with something long enough, you're going to get some techniques that can buy you time. You need time to get away or call for help. So again, he's coming in. I can jam it square into his throat. There's nobody in the gym with weights on their throat. This is soft tissue area. The face is soft tissue. Use this end here. Use this end. Hit those soft tissue areas. So you can use smaller umbrellas, a little bit of a bigger umbrella, and obviously, as we talked, full-size umbrellas for self-defense, exactly like a cane. You're going to get a couple of hits. It may get damaged down the road, but so what? It helps you get away from somebody. You'd rather spend $20 on a new umbrella than spend several hundred to $1,000 in the emergency room. Thank you, sir. So take your time, practice the techniques with the cane, and do them with the umbrella. Get used to the difference. That way, if you're out and about and you do have an umbrella, remember, this gets wet. It's going to be a little bit more heavier, so you guys want to get used to that. So as I always say, take these techniques, practice them, make them yours. Hopefully that helps. Gary Hernandez, thank you, and I will see everybody real soon.